At Alpo845 writes in with this big Superman news that Henry Cavill is out.
Cavill. Mm-hmm.
And so Alpo wants to know, who would you want to be the new Superman after Nicolas Cage, of course.
It's Michael B. Jordan, right? That's the right answer?
I was thinking Michael Cera.
You know what? I would be okay with either one of those, not for no other reason than I really enjoy watching the internet lose its shit. It kind of makes my boring days go by a little faster.
Oh,
so, yeah, I'm on board for either one of those.
Maybe I just want a new Greatest American Hero movie. Maybe that's what I want.
It was supposed to be a series, but it didn't get picked up.
Right.
They made that pilot.
It's going to be bad no matter what. Like, unless...
Oh, you never know. I mean, they could get a whole new
It's got a kind of a
team.
pattern here.
There are talented people out there. They just don't seem to find the right talented people to make a Superman movie.
It's not Henry wasn't the problem. It wasn't the actor that was the problem.
Right.
No, he was great.
It's the writing in the direction.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's bad writing and bad direction.
They don't know what to do with them.
Invest. I'm thinking it should be Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson Superman.
Yeah,
the last Superman.
uh-huh.
That's what they should call it.
Okay.
The last Superman.
And what is Superman's personality like in this movie?
Well, it's exactly it's the opposite of what you would think it would be.
Okay. So he's the guy from Superman 3 when he's all drunk and at the bar?
No, because that's what you're expecting.
Oh. But if anything that I say won't come to pass.
It's the opposite of whatever it is you're expecting.
Damn.
Isn't that just Bizarro?
No, because then it has to be the opposite. If
Somebody's
you're thinking
expecting
it's
that.
Bizarre, then it's the opposite of that. So you're thinking he's going to zig, but what he's really going to do is zag.
Really, it's about family.
No, that's Deadpool 2.
So we have
I mean, we're all going to just go watch another Superman movie, I guess. Doesn't matter, but
we'll see.
Has
there been an interesting Superman storyline, Wombat, that they should make into a movie?
Sure.
Why don't they do that?
Yeah. All-Star Superman was pretty good, where Superman gets cancer and he's about to die.
God, no, not that. That does not sound like what they should do. That sounds like what they will do. Let's not do that.
Oh, we watched the Death of Superman movie. The one
that?
The one that just came out. I forgot.
How about that? Would that work as a live-action movie?
It was really good.
I mean, I guess they tried to do that.
They just killed him. Let's keep Superman. Okay, all of this stuff. Let's keep.
No, but
Superman
he comes
alive.
back though. He comes back. You know,
he always comes back.
That's part of the story. So
it's a part of every Superman story. Let's keep him alive and have him do Superman stuff. It's not that hard.
I know.
Tell me about Death of Superman.
Oh,
how good was he dying in that?
It's from the old comic. It's just a retelling of that. And so we watched the movie.
Right?
What's that?
Doomsday.
Yeah. And they did a nice job of retelling that story, and with the rest of the Justice League in there. I don't know how much involved the rest of the Justice League was the first time in the comic, but whatever. So we watched the movie, and the movie ends, and of course they tease at what's to come, and it's, what comes in the comics. That's like, I forget exactly. It was like 4 different Supermen or something like that.
Steel comes.
Right.
Eradicator, I believe is one of them.
Anyway, so we watched it. And
Cyborg Superman?
Yeah, there's like, so they teased.
And you had to guess at which one was the real one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Those were awesome. I love those comics.
They did the same thing in Spider-Man around the same time, too.
Mm-hmm. That was the Clone Wars.
Ricochet and 3 other Spider-Men. None of them had Spider-Man powers.
They leave you hanging, which is kind of, you're like, But so Ty wanted to really know what happened. I'm like, oh, well, the comics came out, so you could just get them from the library and find out what happened. So they didn't have it, but we put it on hold, and it came pretty quick, and we went to pick it up. I don't know what I got, but the thing, it weighs like 20 pounds. It's ridiculous, the size of this thing. It's like 2 feet thick. Maybe not 2 feet thick, but it's gigantic. It's got all the Death of Superman. I didn't know how many comics they had made about this, but apparently a lot.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal. I was like, when the librarian pulled it out of the shelf to hand to us, I was like, oh my. So
that was the time they finally figured out something to do with Superman, and it was to kill him.
Yes.
That was
It's a good story. I mean, say
no,
what you want.
it
It's
was
a good Superman story.
It's just funny that was like,
I like the.
we can't figure out what to do to this guy. Let's kill him. And everybody's like, yes.
The Justice League cartoon from the late '90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
They did a good job, a good riff on that, where they sent Superman to the future. So you got to see Superman's adventures in the future, while Superman was supposed to be dead in the present. I like that.
What about though if they just made a Superman movie where he was just Superman and he was flying around doing Superman stuff?
And he like saved people.
Yeah, like
He
he
did
saved
that.
out of
people.
trees and stopped an airplane from crashing and stopped a train from going off the rails.
Yep.
And then Lex Luthor builds a giant robot and Superman has to stop the giant robot and everybody's happy at the end and they high five and Superman's like, truth, justice, in the American way, bitches, and flies off.
That's exactly what they need to make.
Yes, I agree with you. That's the movie I would like to see as well.
Oh, because they always have to kill him at the end. Or something?
They
Or
always have to like
make it gritty, and he's got to be
put
killing
a twist
people.
on it.
and-
He's got to rip someone's head off. Or
What about the
something
Kevin
stupid like
Spacey
that.
one?
That was terrible.
Well,
That one, he didn't even punch anybody.
He's lurky.
He still has to punch somebody.
And he disappeared for 8 years, and they never really
Oh
explain
yeah,
why.
that's true. Yeah, that one.
And also, he's supposed to have a kid
See, it's hard.
with the Lois Lane, but the Lois Lane who played her at the time was only 23 or something like that. So that means that Superman impregnated a teenager and then disappeared for 8 years. That's a hard movie to get behind.
Yep. Well, I was talking to Ty
troublesome.
about Superman, and I was telling him the reason why some people find him boring is because he's too perfect, and usually flawed heroes are more interesting. So we started talking about things like that. But
I think they try to make him too flawed, though. Like,
right,
Yeah, and sometimes they go to, exactly. I'm with Shipwreck. They go too hard in the other direction. It's like, we'll show you how flawed Superman
he's
is.
dead. That's how flawed he is. He died.
It doesn't work with Superman. You have to keep him flawless. You have to keep him flawless. Otherwise, he's
but
not
the thing
Superman.
is, he's not flawless. Inherently, he's not. He's still someone who's, at his heart, he's trying to prove himself as being worthy of being included on this planet because he's an alien.
And his parents are dead. That's pretty flawed. Like that works.
His father is sometimes.
He didn't seem too depressed about it like Batman.
No, well, his mom's still alive, and
No. His real parents are dead.
Oh, you mean
Right.
yeah, Jor-El and.
But he never
whatever
really
her name
knew
is.
them, so it didn't count.
Yeah, they're not as. They're.
He knows them. He
was-
talks to him through the crystals.
Yes, the
See,
projections.
so they're not dead. It's like this. That's why he's so good.
I mean, they could even do like a Mystic Pitalik movie. That could be fun.
Okay, I'm on board with this.
Yeah, like maybe he shows up and he turns things up, makes things all weird and wonky, and it's like this almost Doctor Strange meets Superman kind of movie.
Good idea.
And that could be fun and lots of visual effects, and you get someone fun to play Mystic Pitalik. Hopefully, someone you don't expect, like Al Pacino. I would be on board for that.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, because it's a CGI character. You can have anyone you
Sure,
want.
sure.
It doesn't
No,
matter.
I
You
just want
actually
him to
don't
look
even-
like Al Pacino.
Yeah. I don't think you need CGI actually.
Well, the
Yeah.
funny thing is,
In the
it's like
outfit,
that
the
type of
leprechaun
character,
outfit.
he could change his shape at will, and it maybe at one point as a joke they turn him into Al Pacino.
Yeah, he likes that
and he
form.
goes hoo-ah, and then he turns right back. Already, don't tell me you don't want to see this movie.
I love it.
Sounds much better. When does
And
Superman
every time-
die?
Yeah, Superman goes to like rescue a cat out of a tree, and then Mxyzptlk turns the cat into a lion, and then Superman has to fight a lion, but he can't hurt the lion because it's still really someone's kitty cat.
Right.
Like that's something I would watch that
With
Who
Al
doesn't wanna
Pacino's
watch
head
that?
on it.
Without, but just
Meow.
Al Pacino. Hey, who are you, Superman? I have a thing I'm going to do to you, lions. Hoo-ah!
Maybe you got to work on the script. No, that's a good idea. Why not just? Oh my God, he's dying.
I'm dying.
One good
sorry.
idea, and he's dead.
That's a good movie. I would totally watch the hell out of that movie.
All right. Well, that likes his own idea.
I do. So do you. So don't.
Or they could keep making the same crap and we'll still see it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
That's
know,
the problem.
Man.
That's
No,
the problem.
I'm not going to see it though. Like, I'm not going to go to the theater and see the next Star Wars movies. I promise. I mean, I can't promise that.
I'm talking about the.
It's the same thing.
the
Same
Superman
crap.
stuff.
Well,
Same
I
crap.
didn't see Solo in the theater, but I'll probably see episode 9.
I'm not.
You haven't seen Solo yet?
Nope, I haven't
Oh
seen Solo.
gosh.
I finally saw The Mummy over the weekend.
Oh, how bad.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Good. I'm glad you're caught up on that.
I didn't plan on it. I was just sitting on
Nobody
the couch.
did.
It was the morning.
No, we
and
did.
It was on.
Well, kind
And
of.
I'm like,
we didn't have a choice.
I'm like, oh, this movie's supposed to be awful. Let's see how awful it is. And it had already been on for like maybe a half hour, so I don't know what happens at the very beginning. But I
Nothing.
caught up pretty quickly. And then Tom Cruise fought Russell Crowe, and then they were in the desert, and then the credits rolled.
Yeah, you need the chair to be violently rocking to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. No Al Pacino as Mr. Mitzel Pitalik.
No, it isn't. It's
Mitzik
not that.
Pitalik?